Hi, I'm Barry Wilmore, the pilot of the STS-129 mission, and you're watching NASA TV.
Only imagine when that day comes and I find myself standing in the sun. I can only imagine when all I would do is forever worship you. I can only imagine, yeah. I can only imagine. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all?
Good morning, Atlantis, and a very special good morning to you, Butch.
Hey, good morning, Houston. What a very pleasant thought to wake up to. Thank you for playing that, and thanks to my wife, Deanna, for selecting it.
This is Mission Control Houston. There's quite a number of activities on the schedule today for the crew. The two major focuses of today's activities will be taking a look at Atlantis' heat shield, making sure that the shuttle is in good shape after yesterday's launch from the Kennedy Space Center. While this activity is going on, Randy Bresnik, Bobby Satcher, and Mike Foreman, the three spacewalkers for this mission, will be taking a look at their spacesuits that are on board Atlantis, getting them ready to go. They'll be transferred over to the International Space Station after tomorrow's docking takes place. The crew will also be setting up what's called the centerline camera. This will give Commander Charlie Hobaugh and pilot Barry Wilmore a more detailed view of the International Space Station and pressurized mating adapter number 2 as Atlantis closes in for tomorrow's docking. Mission Specialist Leland Melvin there working on the middeck of Atlantis. The crew continues to work through their morning activities. Melvin, as well as the rest of the crew, will be taking turns today piloting Atlantis' robotic arm with its 50-foot-long orbiter boom sensor system extension on the end of it as they conduct this inspection of Atlantis' heat shield. There is pilot Barry Wilmore. Nicole Stott there in the forward part of your picture in her last few days as a member of Expedition 21. Once the shuttle docks tomorrow and the hatches are opened, she will officially become a member of STS-129 and a mission specialist. Her time on board the station coming to a close. That's Expedition 21 flight engineer Jeff Williams, who is soon to become the commander of Expedition 22. He is working inside Unity as the connecting node between the U.S. segment of the station and the Russian segment of the station. It is also where the Quest airlock is located.
Okay.
And it is also where Node 3 or Tranquility will be attached early next year. There's quite a bit of work that the crew has been working through over the past few weeks, getting this part of the station ready to go for the connection of that brand new segment that's coming up on mission STS-130. There's a lot of internal cable routing that the crew has been working on, which you see Williams there participating in. Team here in Houston reporting, and as you can see, the orbiter boom sensor system has now been lifted up out of Atlantis' payload bay.
Okay, Stan, ABRS status light is green, and the numbers for the CGBA, day 0, 16:45, temperature 10.0.
Copy all, thank you.
Houston Atlantis, restarting OBSS unberth.
Copy and concur.
The crew of Atlantis now beginning the process of using the shuttle's robotic arm to reach over and grab onto the orbiter boom sensor system. The shuttle now passing 131 miles above Egypt, crossing over Israel and then Syria, and then heading up over Azerbaijan and Kazakhstan. You're getting a good look down into Atlantis' payload bay now of the two express logistics carriers, the ELCs, that are the focus of this mission. ELC-1 is the one that's you're looking at right now. It's in the forward part of the payload bay. ELC-2 is tucked away back behind it. Mission specialist Leland Melvin continuing to edge Atlantis' robotic arm closer to the orbiter boom sensor system. Once he has captured this 50-foot long extension, he will begin the process of lifting it up out of the right side of Atlantis' cargo bay.
Houston Atlantis, we started reporting.
Copy.
The inspection of the starboard wing, or the right wing of Atlantis, now underway. That got kicked off at 7:39 a.m. Central Time. The inspection of this part of the shuttle will take a little more than an hour. After that is complete, the crew will turn their attention to the nose cap, the very front part of the shuttle. They will take a look at the reinforced carbon material that makes up that part of the spacecraft. And then once that is complete, they will move the orbiter boom sensor system over to the port wing, or the left wing, and finish up that activity as well. Commander Charlie Hobaugh, pilot Barry Wilmore, and mission specialist Leland Melvin, who is the lead robotics officer for this flight, are at the controls of Atlantis' robotic arm at this point in time. As we mentioned earlier, the team here in Houston is watching along, taking a look at this video footage that is coming down from the two sensor packages on the end of the OBSS. They will take a look at this data and these images over the next few days. The crew on board recording this footage as well. It will be played back in case the team here in Houston misses any of it as Shuttle Atlantis passes out of communications range. Getting a good look now at the forward portion of Atlantis' payload bay. That is the docking port that will be attached to the International Space Station tomorrow. Later on today, after all this inspection activity has been wrapped up, the crew will be setting up the centerline berthing camera, which will go in the middle of that docking ring. It will allow the commander, Charlie Hobaugh, and the pilot, Barry Wilmore, to have a better view of pressurized mating adapter number 2. That is their destination tomorrow on the International Space Station. They will also be extending up what's called the orbiter docking system ring. That is the part of the shuttle that actually connects with the station.
Robotic arm operators Butch Wilmore and Leland Melvin stowing away the orbit boom sensor system and its three-dimensional laser imaging devices after successful completion of today's inspection activities. Next activity for the robotic arm is going to be the release of the orbit boom sensor system, and then it will grapple the external logistics carrier number 1, which will be the first piece of equipment carrying spare parts delivered to the International Space Station following tomorrow's 10:53 a.m. Central Time docking with the station.
There's Leland, Randy, and of course Commander Charlie Hobaugh. Here's just the beginning of our own 2 burn. Come up here just in a second. Randy making out like a good second baseman there. Finally got unstrapped, got a couple of shots to the ground. The beauty of creation. And just prior to payload bay door opening, there comes the starboard door. And now for the port door. All smiles. There's Bobby. Get him a drink of water. And looking out at APDS, ELC-1, ELC-2 back there in the background. Arms already at pre-cradle. Set up to get to work on flight day 2. You can see just the beginning of sunrise, that little flash there. Another hello to the camera. Bobby and Mike, this is today now, doing a little EMU checkout back in the airlock.
We're just doing EMU checkout here on flight day 2, having a fun time.
Yeah, apparently we have to do it before rendezvous.
Don't be talking now. Have a good one.
All right. Thanks, Sport.
Thanks, Sport.
Leland will tell you a little bit about chow time.
Stay away from the red dot food, man. You shouldn't be stealing any
Hey,
money.
all the food is my food. It has blue dots on it. got blue Velcro, so blue is my color.
Not true.
See here? That's my color. Blue.
No.
All right, here we come again. Little flight deck heroics as we are working the inspection. Terminator. Continuing with the inspection, the nose cap inspection, you can see the shuttle arm coming out in front of the vehicle. That's out the forward window. And the view over the Pacific as the inspection's taking place. Mike on the bike, burning off some calories. Finishing up inspection. And next, I think, a few words from Charlie.
Really busy first day, and then we got caught up pretty good today, and we're ahead of the game, so we're ready to hit the station tomorrow. See you then.